Support staff, am I audible? Fantastic. Hello folks, welcome you all. So in today's session folks, we'll be discussing about Spark SQL, NoSQL and Flink. Spark SQL, NoSQL and Flink. Yeah. So we'll be starting off with Spark SQL today. Yeah. So what exactly is Spark SQL? Yeah. Folks, before I jump on to Spark SQL, I would like to know from your end, we discussed Hive. Yeah, you remember we discussed Hive in Hadoop. Can all of you tell me what was Hive using? What was the purpose of Hive? What are the main benefits of Hive? Can all of you tell me in the chat window, please? Exactly. You all are absolutely right. The main advantage of Hive is doing warehousing on top of it. Same goes with SQL as well. Yeah, fine. But there is one more advantage of Spark SQL. Hive was able to deal with only structured data sets. Spark SQL can deal with structured as well as semi-structured data sets. Yeah, structured as well as semi-structured data sets. Spark SQL can deal with structured as well as semi-structured data set. It can run an RDD. On top of it, it can run all kind of querying operations. Yeah. So I request all of you to please go to your VM. Please go to your VM, folks, all of you. And open your terminal and launch the Spark shell. Open your terminal and please launch the Spark shell, all of you, quick. All right. Everyone getting the Spark shell? Yeah. And then you will get a Scala shell like this. You will get something like this. See this? Yeah. So I request all of you to go to your Spark directory, the one which you extracted. Can all of you please go to your Spark directory? Yeah. I think it would be inside your downloads folder, the one which you extracted. Spark. So if you go inside your Spark directory, do you all see this examples folder in that? Yes or no in the chat, please. Yeah. Let's go inside that. Please go to examples folder. Now go to SRC main, and in SRC main you shall be able to see resources folder. Do you see resources folder? All of you? Yes or no in the chat, please. Great. Go inside that. Please go inside that. And you will see a couple of files in it. You will see multiple files over there. People.json file, txt file, and all. Do you see this people.json file, folks, all of you? Yeah. We'll try to play first with this JSON file, then we'll move towards the txt file, etc., etc. Fine. Can you do just one thing? Just double check, just double click and open it and see what the data is. Just have a look, and after that close it. Examine it and then close it. Akash, this is the path. Training, downloads, Spark, examples, SRC. Yeah. Go to resources folder. In that you will see people.json file. You got to go inside your Spark directory basically. In that there will be examples folder. And in that go to SRC main and resources. Inside resources you will find the JSON file. Yeah. So as I told you folks, we'll start playing with the SQL. Yeah. So I request all of you, before we start playing with the SQL, please give the command which I gave you in the chat in your Scala shell. Please give the command which I gave you in the chat in your Scala shell. Like this. Yeah. Cool. Everyone gave it. Great. Now what we'll do, we'll basically take our SQL context as our driver. Yeah, we'll be taking our SQL context as the driver. Yeah. So I request all of you to please give the command, the one which I gave you in the chat. Yeah. Fine. The one which I gave you in the chat, please give it. Yeah. And then we'll try and take the data frame. Val df equal to. So what does this statement means? I've imported the library for playing all my SQL operations on top of the files which we are trying to import. And SQL context now will be your driver. Prior to that, Spark context was your driver. Now I've changed it to SQL context as I need to play with the file and run querying operations on top of. Yeah. So df is equal to SQL context. Yeah. I'll context dot, I'll press a tab. Yeah. After dot I press the tab, I got these kind of functions. You'll press tab, you'll get all the available help. You just have to keep pressing tab button in your keyboard. I'll give read dot. Again I'll press a tab. What is the file? The file is a JSON file. I'll read the JSON file. Yeah. That's it. And over here I need to give the full path. The full path which I want to read. So the file name is people.json. What is the full path over here? The full path is this one. Let's copy it. Yeah. And it's people.json. Right? The full path you need to give till the file name. People.json is the file name. That's it. Press enter. Yeah. And if I give df.show, I should be able to see the contents of that file. Yeah. Please try giving these commands, folks, and let me know if you face any challenge or any difficulty. All of you, quick, please do it. All right. Anyone facing any difficulty, folks? Question mark in the chat window. Anyone not getting it? Yeah, everyone getting it? Nobody facing any trouble? Yeah, everyone getting the data sets? Let me know if you're not getting it. All good so far? Cool. So now what we'll do, we'll try and see several commands of it. So df dot, let's say I give a tab. I have many commands. Let's say I'll print the schema. You see the schema, fine. It has two columns as such, two parameters I would say. Yeah, fine. Let's say I want to select only the name column. I got to select only the name column. Fine. I can give the command like this. Yeah, fine. So this will show me that Michael, Andy, and Justin are the three folks in that file, people.json file, which we had imported. Correct? Yeah. Similarly, now let's say if I want to increment their age, they have their ages. I want to increment the age of all the three, Michael, Andy, and Justin. Correct? So I request all of you to please give the command which I gave you in the chat. Yeah. Fine. So please try these commands, folks. Let me know if you are facing any challenge or issues in this. I've given the command in the chat also. What I'm doing, I'm just incrementing the age by 1. Yeah, please do it. Let me know if you face any challenge. Quick. right? Cool. We can even do a grouping operation. Fine. Is it working for all of you? Yeah. So it's, just by count we are doing the grouping. Simple as that. Yeah. Cool. Fine. So now what I want to play with the txt file. I played with the JSON file so far. I want to play with the txt file now. Fine. This is the JSON file basically. Now I want to play with this file, people.txt. Yeah, you can just have a look what contents it has. Yeah, and please give the command which I gave you in the chat. We'll create a class called person. Yeah. Fine, we'll create a class called person. Fine. And which has the same, column names and its data type. Fine. So I've created a class called person. Fine. Please create a class, folks, all of you. And then what we'll do is we'll give that people.txt path where it is. Yeah. So people.txt path, it's basically inside the resources folder, correct? So what I would like to do is I'd like to give this particular path over here, people.txt. Let me copy the path. Yeah. So path is this one. Now I'll go over here and just erase this. Whatever is there before people.txt, I'll erase that and I'll paste the path. I'll paste my path. So you also paste your path, folks, all of you. Yeah. And press enter and give people.show and press enter. Are you able to see these contents? Yes or no in the chat, please. Quick. Is it working, folks? All of you? You can register the temp table, folks. I've given the command in the chat to register a temp table. Fine. So basically, registering a temp table, you can give the command, the one which I gave you in the chat window. Yeah. Please register it, all of you. I've given you the command in the chat already. And then I would like to see who all are the teenagers in that, in that file, who all are the teenagers. Yeah. So please give the command which I gave you in the chat. And if I would like to see the teenagers between 13 to 19, inclusive of both. Sorry. Yeah, I have not given the registered temp table. One second. Yeah. Akash is getting some error. Yeah, Akash, making you the presenter. Share your screen. You're not in your Spark shell, Akash. You're giving the command as the local shell. Sorry, I think I missed that. Yeah. Give the command in the Spark shell, it will run absolutely fine. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Cool. My caching is not working at the moment, so that's why. But you won't get this error. I'm having it because I've registered multiple tables in the caching part. Right? You won't be getting the error. Yeah, and then you can just give, teenagers. Fine. Dot show and press enter. Yeah, you can even restart the shell, folks. If you're getting the same error, restart the Spark shell and do it, because multiple caching we have done it. I've done it multiple caching, so sometimes it's not able to register the temp table. Temp table is basically a caching in the data, right? So you can restart the Spark shell, it will run absolutely fine. Yeah, maybe a lot of stuff would be there in the caching cache store, so that's why it's not able to buffer the contents. Yeah, so teenagers don't show you can give, and then it will run absolutely fine. Yeah, cool. Anyone else having any other error apart from this caching part? Is it running fine? Anyone else? Question mark in the chat, please. All good so far? Yep. Super. So now I request all of you. To please come to your local host. Means minimize your VM. Right now your VM is not required. We'll install MongoDB locally so that you can practice it whenever you have time as well. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll download MongoDB. Yeah, and then I'll explain what NoSQL is all about and why MongoDB. Yeah, so we'll download MongoDB. All right, let me give you the link in the chat. I'll explain you, don't worry, what is MongoDB and all. So please, first of all, go to the link. Please go to the link which I gave you in the chat. Quick. Yeah. And go to your OS, whichever OS you have locally. Yeah, I would request all of you to go to your OS and please download it and install it. Please download MongoDB, all of you, and install it quick, and then I'll explain what it is all about. Just download it and install it. Just click next, next, next. It gets installed pretty easily. Yeah, and installation instructions are also given. If you face any difficulty, just have a look at it. It's as such very simple. Install it, and then I'll tell you how to configure it. Yeah, some configuration is required. I'll tell you in a while. But before that, download it and install it. I've given you the link in the chat. Let me know when done. Just write done in the chat window. I'll be awaiting your response. All right. Yes, Karthik, unmute.
No, actually, this is an off-topic question. I thought I could ask you when we had time. Like, so basically, we have done so many things like pick, hive, scoop, and Kafka, so many things. So I was thinking to practice and to solve more problems. Do you have any links so that we can go over where there are any problems statement given and we could try download some
There
data.
is one cookbook, Hadoop MapReduce cookbook, which
Okay.
support staff already has, and you can connect with them. They'll provide it to you. Even you can download it, Google it out also. There are 7 to 8 problem statements, and just go through them one by one. It will cover majority of most of the problem statements. Web, then database, then crawling, all the ones that we have discussed so far. Apart from that, it has banking insurance data set as well. You can work on top of that too. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you suggest, like, concentrate mainly on with all the things we have gone through up until now, like Flume, Hive, Kafka, Pig,
It depends,
Scala.
yeah. The thing is, which organization in you are and which organization you might join in, basically what
Mm-hmm.
they're using as a stack, yeah, because they all have
Okay.
their vendor tie-ups. So I can't say that you should focus only on Hive and leave Pig, or you should focus only on Pig and leave Hive. Everything is used, but everyone is
Okay.
using it in different ways. They have their own individual projects, and there are many,
Mm-hmm.
many problem statements. So sometimes you see that only Spark, mlib, and this HDFS is being used. Sometimes you see
Okay.
that Mahout is used, sometimes you see Hive and Pig is used. So it depends what problem statement is. Based on that, the stack is being decided. So everything as such, whatever we have learned is useful, but everything could not be there in a project. So
Right.
probably only 3 of the things that we have discussed so far will be there in your project. Rest all won't be there at all. But depends, one project to another project to another, it all differs. The stack also differs.
Okay. And one question on the Spark side, which we have gone through now. So the JSON file and the text file, which we basically went through, which is basically a semi-structured data. Like one is a structured and one other is semi-structured. So this does not include the Hadoop system, right? So it is directly putting it into the memory and giving us the result whatever we are
Yeah,
doing
you
on
can
the.
even work on a Hadoop system also. Just give, yesterday what we did, to connect to Hadoop cluster, we give the address of the name node and then we connect it.
Right.
So wherever it's there in your Hadoop cluster, give the full absolute path, you can connect to that as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Spark can be
Okay.
connected to any storage file system because Spark itself does not have any of its storage. Yeah.
Right. Right. Thank you.
So folks, no SQL. Before I start with NoSQL, folks, can all of you tell me, yeah, that what are the problems or what are the things that you don't like about RDBMS? Relational databases. What things you don't like about it? Can all of you tell me in the chat, please? Yeah, exactly. In RDBMS, rows and columns are tightly coupled together. You see, there is a table and there are rows and columns. You always need to think in terms of fixed schema, 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 always. But you can't fix your Twitter feed in a schema. You can't fix your Facebook comment in a schema. You can't fix your logs in a schema. It's unstructured, totally unstructured. How you deal with that kind of a data set? How you want to warehouse or how you can warehouse that kind of a data set? Yeah. So then came NoSQL, which knew no boundary, no schema at all, totally schema free. Yeah, where rows and columns are loosely coupled. You don't have a tight coupling that each row will have the same number of columns. No, not necessary. Each row can have 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 100 columns. Depends. Yeah, so NoSQL is nothing but not only SQL, it's a slang as such, right? And there are different categories of NoSQLs. Yeah, MongoDB basically belongs to a document-oriented database. There are NoSQLs like Cassandra, HBase, Neo4j and all. Yeah, but MongoDB is one of the most popular DB, NoSQL, widely being used. Yeah, fine. It's a document-oriented store. The documents are in the form of a JSON. It's considered to be a JSON store, JavaScript object notation. Yeah. So, in case of NoSQL, you have a sharding based model. What do you mean by sharding? Sharding means all nodes are equal. Sharding means all nodes are equal. Yeah, node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. Yeah, all nodes are equal in sharding. Yeah, all the nodes are equal. Node 1, 2, 3, 4, round robin fashion. Yeah, and the exchange, the metadata using a protocol called gossip protocol. With the help of gossip protocol, the neighboring node knows what each node is having. Yeah. So if I want to insert any data or read any data from, I'll just connect with one node and it will fetch the data for me. By querying its neighboring node will query its neighboring node like that. Fine. And every NoSQL has its own use cases. Like, Neo4j has a use case of correlation analytics. In LinkedIn, you would have observed, that I am connected to one of my friend via one company, right? Some of you were ex-colleagues. They are giving options, you both work that, right? So that's how it is. It's correlation analytics. You use graph based NoSQL like Neo4j. Yeah, Cassandra, HBase are interchangeably used. Column oriented databases. So wherever, there is a banking data also, you can use Cassandra. Super column, subcolumn family concept. And MongoDB is a JSON store. So any document can be stored and converted into JSON and can be stored in MongoDB. Yeah. So I hope everyone install MongoDB. I would request all of you to go to your C drive. Go to your C drive. Please go to your C drive and create a folder called data. Please create a folder called data. In your C drive, create a folder called data. And in your data, create a folder called DB. In C drive, create a folder called data, and in data, create a folder called DB. Yeah. So now, folks, what we'll do is go to your properties in the computer, go to advanced system settings. Yeah, I got to set the environment variable. Environment variables. I request all of you to go over here to the environment variables. And in the environment variables, you will see the system variables. Yeah. So please go to system properties. You can even go by control panel also. So go to your system variables, folks, and in that you will see a variable called path. You see this? You see this path variable? Just select that, click on edit. Click on edit, and you got to give the path till your MongoDB bin directory. Yeah, just click on edit, and at the end give a semicolon and give the path till your bin directory. So program files, MongoDB server, till your bin directory. Copy the path till here. You guys are having the latest version. It won't be 3.2 for you. So go to program files, MongoDB server, yeah, the version and the bin directory. Yeah, you got to give the path. Just copy the address over here and go to your system variables. And at the end, just give a semicolon and paste the path. Semicolon and just paste the path. Press OK, OK. Yeah. And that's it. Now open your command prompt. I request all of you to open your command prompt. Please open your command prompt and give the command mongod. mongod, only mongod. Are you seeing something like this? The server getting started? Yes or no in the chat, please. Yeah. This is basically starting the server. Yeah. Now let's open, do not disturb this. Let's open another command prompt window. Yeah. Let's open another command prompt window and give the command mongo. Mongo and press enter. Just give the command mongo and press enter, all of you. All of you getting the shell like this? Yes, no in the chat, please. Cool. So, there are some terminology differences, folks, from between MongoDB and RDBMSs like MySQL or Oracle. What you call a database in MySQL, here you call collections. What you call a table in MySQL, here you call a database. Yeah. Fine. So what we'll do, first of all, you don't have to create a database and then give the use command. Directly give the command use space foo, press enter. It will directly be switched to the foo database. Just give the command use foo. I've given the command already in the chat to all of you. Just give the command and press enter. Now let's say if I want to insert something in that foo db, I'll give the command db.foo.insert. Now insertion can happen in the form of a JSON format only. See, I've inserted nothing, plain empty. Right, JSON form, I hope you all know. It's in curly brace. Yeah. Yeah. You can even give string also. Fine. So let me give it. db.foo.insert in the JSON brackets. I'll give A1, B, Rishi, C3, press enter. Now db.foo.find, yeah, you see at the end Rishi getting created. Yeah, this is the object ID, it's the timestamp basically. So at each point of time, whenever you try and insert anything in the form of a document, it's a JSON document you are inserting. Like this, an object ID gets created. Like this, an object ID gets created. Yeah, fine. So pretty simple. What I did, first of all, I gave this use foo command. Yeah, let me change the color. I gave this use foo command. You see this? Then I gave db.foo.insert. Yeah, so inside the round brackets, I'm giving curly braces. Yeah, same goes over here. I've given the data and then give db.foo.find and tell me, are you able to see the data that you created? Yes or no in the chat. First give an insert command and then give the find command db.foo.find. db, yeah, dot foo dot find. And tell me, are you able to see the command, the data that you inserted? Yes or no in the chat, please, quick. right? It's working for all of you. Yeah. So now, what do you got to do? I showed you how to insert the data, to do some search and all. I want all of you to try an update query in MongoDB. Yeah. Try an update statement in MongoDB. Try upsert in MongoDB. And try remove or delete operation. You got to do a delete operation. So see how you can delete a record in MongoDB. Yeah. Try these three commands, folks, in MongoDB. If you just Google it out, you will get how you can delete a record, upsert, update. Upsert we use a lot these days. It's a combination of update and insert. So just have a look what it is, what it does. Try it out right now, folks. I'll give you 5 minutes, all of you, quick, and let me know if you face any challenge. Yeah, just Google it out. It's very simple. Update a record, upsert a record, and delete a record. I'll give you 5 minutes. Try it out in the MongoDB shell. Cool. So folks, before I move on towards Flink, I would like to give you one assignment to all of you, which you can finish it off in 3 weeks time spent. Yeah, we'll be giving you 3 weeks time to finish your assignment. Yeah. What is the assignment? The assignment is I'm giving you 3 keywords. Just 3 keywords. What is that? Microsoft, LinkedIn, acquisition. Microsoft, LinkedIn, acquisition. Yeah. Microsoft, LinkedIn, acquisition. Yeah. You see these 3 keywords. Yeah. Microsoft, LinkedIn, acquisition. You see these 3 keywords. I want all of you to do some research and analysis in these 3 keywords. Yeah. So what you got to do is run a web crawler, automate a web crawler. Yeah. Because let's say if I give these 3 keywords in Google, whatever the first 5 links I get as a search results, I got to crawl all the first 5 links. You can even crawl first 10 links. It's up to you. Whatever the data you get in the first 10 links, all the data, move it to HDFS. The main contents or the plain text, whatever you feel, correct? You know Apache Tika, right? In that many extraction forms are there. Plain text, main contents, etc., etc. So from HDFS, you got to process it, cleanse it, massage it. Because at the end, you know, what I want at the end is sentiment analysis of the people. That whether the acquisition of LinkedIn from Microsoft, is it appropriate, not appropriate, positive, negative. Yeah. Sentiments across industry, sentiments across geography, sentiment across professions. Yeah, let's say a banking professional also would have commented. Even an IT professional also would have commented. A delivery manager also would have commented. A business analyst also would have commented. Yeah, a person from insurance also would have commented. A person from media also would have commented. A person from New York also would have commented. A person from Madrid also would have commented. So I want, you know, opinions across geographies. Yeah. So cleanse the data, massage it, because you don't want few keywords not required. Yeah. So you can do it using either MapReduce or Spark. I leave it up to you. Then do the warehousing on top of Hive or Spark SQL. I leave it up to you. And finally, I want a dashboard. Yeah. Which says that, okay, these many people are in favor of it, these many are against it, and here are the comments. It's a horrible decision, horrible reflects a negative sentiment. So it's basically, you know, you got to compare the keywords with positive, negative sentiment, whether it reflects a positive sentiment, negative sentiment, right? So crawling the data, keeping it to HDFS, processing it via MapReduce, warehousing it on Hive, and then creating a dashboard. This doesn't mean database, it means dashboard. It's a report. Yeah. And in this you can use anything. Let's say over here something else you want to use as processing layer, I'm fine with that. Instead of Hive you want to use Spark SQL, I'm fine with that. Then I leave it up to you. But what you've got to do, I've told you. Yeah, the way you want to do it, decide on your own. There are 7 to 8 different ways to resolve this problem statement. I want you guys to discover it. New stacks, new architecture. Because while doing this problem statement, yeah, you will go across many new things. You will learn many new things, many new hurdles, challenges. Fine. You don't get it, don't worry, I'm there to help you out. But try it out first on your own. Whatever you have tried, submit the source code by the end of 3 weeks. Yeah. Is there anyone who didn't got anything in this problem statement? What you got to do? These are the 3 keywords. That's your problem. Yeah. You have to do market research and do sentiment analysis on people's sentiments, positive or negative. Got it? Anyone having any challenge in understanding this problem statement first of all? Question mark in the chat. No, Enoch, comments, no need to, which you are able to see it publicly, it's fine, otherwise not required. Yeah, whatever the contents of the first 10 URLs you have, just scroll it and dump it to HDFS. The main contents. It might be media reports, it might be some CEOs, CFOs, CXOs commenting something. Just take their reviews. Whatever you get it, just do the analytics on top of. No need for unsubscribed comments, not required. All right, let's move on to Flink then. Flink, same like Spark, same like Hadoop, pretty easy to code, but it's much faster than Spark and Flink. Still, it's into incubation phase, folks. It's still into incubation phase. People have not started using Flink yet, but probably it's going to be the future, no doubt about that. Flink at the back end is still using a real-time engine, folks. It's much faster than your Spark. Very fast because it's using real-time engine at the back end. It's very fast, lightning speed. Yeah, cool. So folks, I request all of you to go to your VM. Please go to your VM and open the Mozilla in your VM. We'll be downloading Flink. Yeah. Yeah. So request all of you to please go to the link which I gave you in the chat. If HTTPS is not working, try HTTP. Yeah. Flink is a German keyword meaning swift and fast. Yeah. So request all of you to please download this Flink tarball, download it and extract it. Let me know when done. Just download and extract. Let me know when done. Just write done in the chat window. I'll be awaiting your response. All right. If HTTPS is not working, try HTTP, and this link should definitely work. No doubt about that. It's getting opened in mine. Obviously, it will open in yours as well. Yeah. Try HTTP if HTTPS is not working, and if you're not able to download it in your VM, download it locally and then copy paste it in your VM. Yeah. I've given the link once again in the chat. Yeah. So please download this tarball, download it and extract it. Okay. Please download the tarball, download it and extract. And then please open the Eclipse in your VM. Please open the Eclipse in your VM. Folks, so Flink demo. Yeah, let's create a new project. Go to new, go to Java project. Yeah, or you can just go to project and click on Java project. Next. Yeah, let's create a new project, give a new name and click on finish. Just give a new name and click on finish. Yeah, so what I want all of you to do is I want all of you to create a file on your VM's desktop. On your VM's desktop, create a file, whatever name you want to give it, give it. Yeah, in your VM's desktop, create a file and write some names in that. Ajay, Ram, Adam, etc., etc. Fine, because I would like to show you the difference between the word count you did it in MapReduce and the word count you do it in Flink. Yeah. So first of all, create a Java project. Yeah. And after creating a Java project, you got to import the Flink libraries. So what you got to do? Select the project, right click properties, go to properties and go to Java build path. Please go to Java build path. After creating a Java project, go to properties, Java build path, and you see this libraries tab, just select this tab and go to add external jars. Yeah. Go to add external jars and go to your Flink folder. Please go to your Flink folder. In that there will be a lib folder. Go to your Flink folder, the one where you downloaded, and go to your lib folder and select these jar files. Please select these jar files. Press OK, OK, finish. That's it, done deal. OK, OK, finish. That's it, done deal. Import the Flink libraries, folks, quick. Now we'll just create a Java file. Let's create a file called flink demo. Yeah, please create a file called flink demo.java. So select the src, right click new and go to class. Just give flink demo, D capital, flink demo. Yeah, and press OK, OK, finish. So what I'll do, I'll give you the source code, folks, in the chat. Just try and copy paste it. Yeah. I've given you the source code in the chat. Just have a look. Please copy paste it. Yeah. Now what you got to do is, over here, you got to give your path, the one which you created in your VM's desktop, right? You got to give that path, /home, training, desktop, and the file name. And the file name over here. Please give it, folks, all of you, quick. Let me know when done. Home, training, desktop, and the file name over here. Please give it. Let me know when done. I'll be awaiting your response. Alright, try and execute it, folks, all of you. Just try and execute this. Right click, run as Java application. And you will see the output in the console. Yeah, I got it. You see how fast I got it. I got the output. Catherine 1, Nahid 1, Venkat 1, Adam 1, Ram 4. Yeah, it was taking tons of time in MapReduce. Yeah, over here it is very fast. Just like running a standalone program. And the same way it works for in the parallel computation also across nodes. You see at the end I'm getting Catherine occurring once, Nahid once. Yeah, because that's my file. In my file RAM is 4 times. ddrive.rr.txt file. Show you this file. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Got it? Try and execute it, all of you. Anyone getting any issues, any problems? Are you getting the count at the end? Yes, no in the chat, please. Like this. Super, excellent. So now, folks, generally how a framework is being measured, how a computation happens, right? There are computations happening, right? To check that, okay, this framework will be faster or that will be faster or this one will be faster, whichever will be faster. Fine. So basically, comparing Spark or MapReduce with Flink, generally frameworks are compared with each other using the same hardware, running different kinds of computation. But there is a basic test that everyone runs. It's called a pi test. It's called a pi test. Yeah, I hope you all know what is a pi, 22 by 7. So in fraction of seconds, which framework is giving this most precise value till the last decimal point, most accurate? Yeah, so it was being assumed that for 3 milliseconds, yeah, it was run Spark and Flink and MapReduce, and Flink was ahead than Spark by 23 decimal points. 3 milliseconds, 23 decimal points for the value of pi. That's a basic test. Yeah, fine. As such, you don't have to do this as such, but I've just written a source code for doing this kind of computation. You can do that later. I'm just giving you the source code in the chat. Yeah, no need to execute it. Just refer it and see what I've done. Yeah. So, there are two types of APIs in Flink, dataset and data stream. Both are almost the same. Fine. When you want to do any kind of operation related to batch mode, you use dataset, otherwise data stream. Yeah. As such, everything is stream only. By default, everything in Flink is stream, but if you want to change the behavior, you can convert it to dataset. Fine. So here what I'm doing, I'm taking the file and then I'm calling the line splitter functionality over here. I'm breaking that line into individual tokens. This is a split. Word by word I'm passing it and I'm grouping it and summing it up. Finally you get the output. Got it? Anyone facing any challenge in running the program, folks? All of you good so far? Any problem till now? Any questions for me? Any questions? Anyone? Cool. So now folks, we'll be meeting straight away after 3 weeks when you submit the source code to me for that problem statement. Yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah, Microsoft LinkedIn acquisition. Yeah, so please submit the source code as it is ready. Yeah, we are meeting straight away now after 3 weeks. That's it. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Take care.